What is this called?
Pixel?
Gay spot.
This is called Pixel. That's important. Okay. Okay. Your medic should know buff order. Demo. Do you know your rollout?
Yeah, isn't it like different nowadays? Like you're not supposed to jump over Japan anymore.
You can jump over Japan, jump whatever. It's anything. I don't
I
know
was
exactly,
thinking
but
of just doing the Valley rollout because
you can
it's
do it.
what, yeah.
Just make sure your team knows. Basically your demo's gonna go. Everyone except like pretty much everybody goes through here. I don't know about scout, spy, all that shit. Y'all, I think spy knows somewhere else, but everyone goes through here, through main, out their spawn. Medic's gonna buff, 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 buff. Your soldier is going to whip your heavy the whole time. Whip, 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 whip. When you get to like here, your medic is gonna full buff your flank. Your flank is gonna walk up this way. Your NG might be playing with you, maybe not. Hopefully, depends. Your scout might be playing with you, maybe. Your spy is gonna try and wrap around them. Flank, you are gonna try and play up here. Get up on this as mid for mid. It's important that you know that you don't have to be aggressive. Just be in a position to stop them from being aggressive. So like, if you get up here, you can like push through here if you think you can win it. If you don't, then just play safe. Sometimes I just leave my soldier to deal with this, and as prudent as you can just like play on the point here. It's pretty good. Everyone else, your demo is going to be either flying over Japan to here and just shooting sticks under their Japan or under sorry under their Japan or under their China. And y'all either gonna follow your demo there, or if your demo's going out Valley, you're gonna follow your demo out Valley and just play with your demo in the mids. Take fights when that shit. Your demo is just gonna try and get as much damage as possible. You're gonna follow up scout. You can kind of or pyro. You're gonna be glued to the medic the whole time. Make sure you don't get. Make sure there's no spies, but your medic should be watching that for too. Be really careful of soldier demo bombs, or soldier bombs are really common here. Soldier demo bombs are really common too. Scout, you can just kind of be the hit scan that vibes around anywhere you want to be. Just make sure get some kills, get some damage, don't die. You can play with your medic if you want. If your flank needs you can rotate over there. It's whatever. Try to pressure on a point if you can get some kills, but don't overcommit and feed as anybody. That's kind of how mids happen. Be careful you don't eat just 1 billion damage from their demo getting a good mid. He's gonna just stick, or stick, and you're gonna walk into him and die. So don't do that. Careful sniper. Sniper is the person who decides this game. No pressure, Freya, but the sniper is the person who decides this game. Pretty much. Make sure your spy and everyone is calling where their sniper is, because it's very important. If their sniper's playing on China, make sure your team knows, because he can kill half the map. Half the map is off limits. If the sniper's playing cliff, half the map's off limits. If their sniper's playing porch, half the map is off limits. You know what I mean? So just be wary of the sniper, because their sniper can be fucking anywhere. He might play here. A lot of times if they have the point, he'll be on rock, just doing this shit, or sometimes he'll wide peek with his flank here to kill somebody. So it's very important. Sniper is the way. If you kill snipers, you'll win the game. Or if you just don't die to the sniper, make sure sniper's called, and you'll be fine. Don't peek into it. Don't be stupid. Yeah. If you do you want to talk about if you have what do you want to talk about? Like, if you have the point, if we've taken the point, or what?
You should just what first? Let's talk about if we lose the point first.
Okay. So you lose some players, whatever. Everyone's dying. Your demo might call back out if your demo's dead. Whoever's calling, just back out. It's very important y'all always leave together. Your flank is not in this, but if like you're like, okay, we're gonna lose this fight, let's leave. Make sure, don't be like, okay, half of our players are gonna walk from here, they're gonna leave through main. Don't do that. Make sure that you can leave through main. Just make sure that all of your players are leaving through main, or all of your players are leaving through valley. If you're gonna back out of the point from losing something, make sure everyone is leaving the same. Main caller call, hey, we're leaving through valley, or we're leaving through here. Do that. And if your teammates don't do it, don't yell at them on the spot, but yell at them later. Just make sure, drill into y'all's heads if you should leave together, because if you don't, a lot of you will die. Pretty much, you're going to be vibing out here. Your medic's going to be playing behind house, beaming everybody, making sure everyone's got buffs. Play for some picks if you can. If you get your sniper to get some kills, just, it's going to be good. If you get up some players, you feel like you want to take an Uber or whatever, you kind of want to work your flank up this way, because their flank might be playing really aggressive here. Putis might be on this box. Denying that, if this is the case, soldier, heavy are going to want to get buffed. Soldier's going to want to bomb, heavy's going to pick this corner, or soldier's either going to bomb this way or bomb this way, and you're going to need pretty much 3 people to kill this, to take over this if people are here. If it's spy, somebody, anybody, soldier, heavy, someone else to take over this is pretty much what's going to need to happen, unless they give it to you for free, or if they feed around this. Because a lot of times teams, when they get this, they get overzealous and they try to just jump around this corner, because sometimes you can get free kills if people are just vibing out here, just fucking around, waiting. They'll just send their flank here with their scout or their NG and just swing to the corner and kill everybody here. So don't let that happen. Just pay attention. That's kind of this flank area. Medic, make sure you're always buffing your players. Players people ask for buffs. Just crit heals me, crit heals, or not crit, just crit heals class. Make sure you do that, because that's very important on every map, but very important here. Once you have, you're gonna want to go for an exchange. If you don't have, you can play for a dry. If you kill their medic, whatever, you can, or not even kill their medic. Don't do that if you kill their medic. But if you want to just hey, we're gonna dry push. Don't peek into their sniper. Make sure you know where their sniper is, and then you can play it to where their sniper can't see you, and just push up into them. If you have Uber, same thing. Try to just make sure you're not peeking directly into their sniper. Sometimes you kind of have to, and you just have to pop earlier, because if their sniper's on rock and your sniper's dead, it's fucked. You're just gonna want to walk up, exchange. You can scout demo a lot of time, so you just flash your demo. Your demo's gonna jump and skybox them, and your scout's just gonna haul ass at them and shoot. Try to kill their pyro, because they're gonna Uber their pyro as soon as they see y'all Uber. And their pyro is just gonna right click the shit out of you. Pretty much just try to fuck them up, get in there. If you can kill some people if you can force them to flash more people than you do, always good. But just don't overcommit. Make sure you can back out and play for the fight, play for the actual fight, the post. During that kind of exchange, which you can exchange to this way too. You can exchange to either way, whichever way the sniper's not. Don't really go concrete ever. Just kind of stick to these two. And you should probably try a couple of both. During the exchange, your flank is going to try and just baby push up this way a little bit, get some space. Just make sure your team is dealing with that, or knows who's here, because this is really good if your team is exchanging up here. It gives some time for players to get up this way, because they're going to be losing their fucking mind, being like, oh shit, what was happening. So you can put your heavy soldier up this way, or your soldier can bomb over, your heavy can walk this way and try to fight people. Make sure you're buffed before you go for an exchange, because you'll win the fight, because they won't be, probably. Trying to think. And just try and keep the idea is you kind of want to just keep an even line. So if your heavy soldier is here, then you want your team to be here. You know what I mean? You just want to keep an even line across. Just work your way forward. Once post is happening, if y'all can get around, you can play around this. You can do some shenanigans. If you wipe their flank and they let you just take space, you can do it. don't get overzealous and die, but you know, make some plays if you can. Everyone else kind of same thing. Pyro or scout demo is going to be pretty much your bread and butter. You're going to try and Uber into them with that. Everyone else, pyro, just play for post. Make sure your medic doesn't get fucking the shit kicked out of them as soon as post happens, because their soldier might just bomb for it, or their spy is going to decloak in the post. So just be wary of just, you know, all that shit happening. You know how that shit goes. Scout demo, after this, just try and back up, but like be in a position where you can fight where you can like be in a good enough position where you're comfortable fighting for where you're standing once it fades. And important thing, when you're going to Uber, make sure you know what the goal of the Uber is. If you're Ubering, be like, okay, we're gonna Uber and try to kill their med. We're gonna Uber and try to force their med, or we're gonna Uber to kill this person. We're Uber to take this space. Always have a reason for every Uber you use. It's very important. Just like consciously know, okay, whoever's main calling it, or if he's calling for the Uber, make sure you know, okay, there's a reason we're doing this. This is the reason, like in your head. No, or you don't even have to say it. You just say, hey, we're gonna Uber for this, or you don't even have to just say we're gonna Uber in this way. Just know you should have a reason before you Uber, unless you get forced. If you get forced, it happens. During this, your sniper is just gonna be sniping from anywhere, fucking all over the place, whatever. And say the exchange goes well. You kill some people on the post, you can play up this way. You can take the point back, get some space up, right? A couple of different ways you can do this. I kind of vibe out with like my demo playing on the point kind of thing, shooting sticks over around people, you know, either side, playing this way. Heavy, I kind of like up here. This is pretty good. Don't do the same thing every time. This applies to everybody. Don't do the same thing every time, because it'll get you killed, because people just know how to, like, eventually they'll start throwing shit at you. But, you know, get comfortable doing different things. This is good for heavy. Anything's good for heavy on this, like, this area. Engineer, you can play with your flank up here. When you have the point, y'all can just play up here. You know, you can vibe out, fucking fuck some people up, put your mini down wherever you can put your mini down on. This is a really good spot for minis. It pisses everybody off. Just be, you know, wary that shotgun's really good. So kill people with your Putis and your soldier who's might be here. He's probably going to be here. Soldier probably should be here. Scout, you're kind of the floater. So just be around your medic, but also like be around to kill people, whoever's fighting anywhere. Be there to support everybody. Try and kill some people, you know. Don't go up. Your job is to really just like, well, your job is to kill people, frag out, but also just don't feed for it. Stay alive is more important than anything else. Medic, you kind of just play. You can play on point or wherever. You can play dog bread. Just make sure that your spy is calling where the sniper is, and you always know where the sniper is, because if the sniper is just going to try and kill your medic as soon as possible. So just make sure you know where the sniper is for where your medic should be standing. Make sure you're buffing all your players. Very important. As best you can. If you can't, a lot of times it's players should come to you for buffs, really. That because you don't want to be walking out of position and peeking into a sniper. You know what I mean? Just like be like, okay, come, and someone walks to you, hey, buff this class, hey, buff this class. You know, just make sure you get buffs. They're gonna try and do the exchange into you. So they're either walk through this way or they're gonna walk up this way, just into you. If they scout demo, just hard Uber pyro and just right click, and just fucking get them off the point. You know how to do it. You know the right click strat where you just stare at the skies. You know the deal. Try to get them as flash as many players as possible. Make sure that y'all don't flash too many players if you don't have to. Sometimes you got to save your players. It happens, but it's good to have a longer Uber than them. You know, just because. If they exchange into your flank, be careful. Don't get left out to dry, because if you're standing here, if your flank's up here and they Uber that way, you can either try and fight their flank as soon as you can, so you can hold your buffs. If you have your buffs, you can try to take them off guard, fight them, or you can kind of like vibe out, wait for them to be here, or you can back up a little bit, give them a little space to punish them for trying to take it too quickly. And just be ready to play with your team on the post here, wherever it's going to be. Whoever is in the Uber, make sure to call when it's fading and where it's fading. It's very important. I'm trying to think. While you have the point, if y'all feel like it, oh, we lost somebody. Who we lose? Gene. Okay. If you have when you have the point and flank, if you're feeling a little, a little funky, you think you can win it. You think, hey, we're buffed. We were like everyone's buffed. Maybe we could be able to do something. You can kind of try and peek this corner. Maybe your sniper wants to play with you. Maybe. Just maybe your sniper wants to play with you. But y'all can like play around this corner. Your soldier, if you're gonna do that, it's really important. If you're ever gonna make a play, make sure there's at least two of you making the play. Two is infinitely better than one in this scenario. So if you're like, okay, I want to try and play a little aggressive, have your soldier just bomb over. So whoever's standing here, which is probably their heavy's gonna stand here, is gonna fucking stare at the sky to try and kill their soldier. Heavy's just gonna swing this corner or just kill everybody. And NG can just drop out and just start shooting shotguns people or scout if they're here. If you're feeling funky, you could do that. Just be careful because if you die, you lose the point. So weigh your odds. You know what I mean? If they're down like a member of their flank, they might not know how to handle having a player down, so they might just have one person on the flank staring at it. Which is that it's a free kill kind of thing. Just don't feed. Because sometimes you'll think you'll win a fight, but their heavy is standing here in a dispenser. You'll peek into him and he'll kill everybody because he has dispenser armor and he'll just win because he has 450 plus dispenser. So be careful of that. But that's a powerful thing you can do. Especially you can do that while they're Ubering in. If you want to try and pressure into them and try and kill as many people as possible, just be careful. Their soldier's going to try and bomb while they're Ubering, so you can kind of try and shut that down too. Just be careful. Their soldier might bomb this way or bomb that way. Oh, I'm thinking. Any specific questions?
Can you go over how to do a forward hold?
Yeah. Okay, so if you wipe everybody, right, you want to try and get in position a little forward. You can throw some sticks here if you want, or you can throw some sticks here, or both, if you can make it to both, but whatever. Your soldier scout can kind of like vibe out over here, punish people for walking this way, whatever. Demo, wherever you're demo, you can pick a spot. You can kind of just vibe out wherever you kind of want to vibe out at. Wherever you choose to play your sticks at, whatever you think they're gonna roll out. Heavy, you're gonna be playing kind of grass area. You can play like over here with your team, or like anywhere forward. You can play up close in these crates is really good if your players up or around here, because you can just back up and you'll have your team to be with you. Pyro be with your medic, wherever that may be. I'm trying to think. Forward hold's weird for me because I don't really I don't really see my other players a lot. I just kind of play what I'm doing. But just don't like super overcommit for it. If like you don't have to hold it. It's just good to delay more time. If you can hold it, that's good. Pretty much you kind of just want to play for getting kills. Just vibe out, like try to catch them off guard a little bit, because a lot of times teams they'll get wiped and they'll just be like spawning and be like, oh, that was fucking dumb. And you walk out this door, you get sticked, and you're like, that was fucking stupid. What just happened? Because your demo just killed 4 people with a fucking single trap. So that sometimes can happen. Trying to think. Forward hold's weird. Yeah. Your sniper can play back here, or over here, or up on there, or just anywhere a sniper wants to play. You can just be, anywhere where you think is a good angle, kind of thing. I don't really know what else about that. Just be careful that you don't get wrapped. Wherever you are, if you feel like, hey, they're gonna try and push out a different direction, if y'all are trying to forward hold like on grass, right? Don't let yourself get wrapped. Try to get out before they can get behind you. You know what I mean? It's really important. That's the thing you do. If you want to attempt a forward hold, make sure you get out before they can get behind you.
Could you maybe go after how you could get out of a forward hold if like you're getting forward hold?
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of times their demo will have like sticks here or sticks there or sticks over here. And it's just banking on the fact that y'all aren't paying attention enough to know that, and he'll just det and kill people. So if y'all get wiped, be conscious enough to be like, hey, they're probably going to forward hold. Or your spy is going to say, hey, they're forward holding, there's sticks here, like in this spot, you know what I mean? Their Putis is probably going to be like, you know, around here, whatever. Their sniper might be just hard, literally sitting here hard scoping this, so be careful peeking this. If you know their sniper's here, your soldier literally is just going to want to bomb into the skybox, and someone else is just going to peek the corner, because their sniper is going to panic and leave or die to the soldier, or just kill the person who peeks, then dies the soldier. But the soldier should kill the sniper every time if this is happening, unless their heavy is going to delete you out of the sky. But then whoever peeks this should be able to kill the heavy. It's probably going to be your heavy peeking this. If you're going to peek this corner, always get buffs before you try to fight, take it through a forward hold. Your flank's going to try and play through here. If they're, you know, their flank is going to be where their flank is, kind of thing, or where not. You don't want to think of it like that, but wherever their entire combo isn't, because your combo is going to try and like not try and meet them. But if they're like forward holding on grass, your combo can try and walk out through cliff while y'all try and make a little bit of space on grass, like poking them a little bit. You know what I mean? Just don't feed. Try to get out this corner. Make sure you get buffs before you try it. So like group up here, go, okay, hey, everyone's buffed, and then walk, and just fuck with them a little bit. Or you can just buff here or walk this way, and half your team goes out, half your team goes this way, or whatever. Or you can all go that way. You can all be like, okay, we're just gonna walk this way and try to fucking get behind them as fast as possible. Because a lot of times people won't rotate back fast enough and they'll get punished for it. But remember, you're not forced to fight them wherever they are, right? Like, if they're like super in here, you're not forced to just go, okay, they're on the left side, we're gonna have to fight them left side. You can go a different direction. It's important to remember that. A lot of people don't realize that because they just say, oh, players, I have to kill those players to win the game. You don't really have to. You just have to, you know, not die to them. Yeah. If you want, instead of your soldier is pretty much, this is the way you kill that sniper, because a lot of snipers really love to play there. Your soldier can just bomb it, or your sniper can play here, and your heavy literally just swings it with fist of steel and stares at him. You know, just like woo, and your sniper just peeks with you, and you kill him because you're just gonna eat the shot. I don't know what else. Hold on. I think that's the most of it. I don't.
And when you want to do a sack wave, you go off cliff, right?
Yeah, some of you. Shit. Yeah, I forgot about that. I never go cliff because I play heavy. I don't really see my team during a sack wave. But like, you know, soldier's gonna want to try. Soldier during a sack wave, just try and fucking. You can. I think you can bomb, and then in onto their medic, and their demo can just be like, "Fuck it, I'm going in," and just fucking, woo. And then everyone just walks up, tries to kill them. Heavy engine, you can kind of just like play around this corner and just try and get up into them. Just die, you know. It is what it is. If you get kills, you get. If you get kills, you get kills. If your medic dies during mid, sack immediately is really important. Like if your medic is dead and you go, okay, we can't win this fight. If you're up like the majority of people, even at that point, you should sack. If your med dies, sack for their med. is like a good just thing to think about. So like if you're just vibing out and your med gets headshot, go okay, we're going, and just fucking bomb. Just like soldiers like okay, fuck it, I'm going. You know what I mean? Just go for their med because their med's gonna be playing pocket. You can sack while you're building too. So what's called a 7-man sack, which I think y'all know about like on Asheville, which is where your main caller is going, hey, we're going to 7-man sack. Medic leaves your engineer, goes to spawn. Everyone else just fucking goes for it. Just fucking okay, 3, 2, all 7 of you sack. That's pretty powerful. If you can work it right, just make sure y'all are a uniform line, so it's not just like one feeding after the other. I think that's pretty much it, like sack waves kind of thing. Does anyone have any questions or anything that they want to talk about, like based on?
Thank you, Mr. Mainfish.
Okay, I'm not okay.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have any questions.
Maybe
Um,
I have one idea for a mid where I could try to